Hey, what's going on, guys? Here is Matt from the cold Frankfurt, Germany, and in this video you are gonna witness a very good look transformation of a young patient who decided to get a beard transplant. Meanwhile, make sure you subscribe to my channel Matt Dominance, which is all about things like stopping our hair loss, hair transplant, beard transplant, educating ourselves about all these methods if you want to improve your looks. Alright guys, before we start the procedure itself, I would really like to introduce myself shortly for all the guys who have never watched my channel. My name is Matt and I also got a hair transplant about 2 years ago, and this is how it looks like right now. But the important thing today, I went to Frankfurt, Germany to a hair transplant clinic, which is called First Hair Clinic. But I don't only do hair transplants, but also great beard transplants. We'll take a look at the quality and precision in which this clinic and its staff operates. Let's go. This video is going to be divided into 3 main parts. Part 1, the pre-operative assessment. Part 2, the graft extraction. And Part 3, the graft implantation, and also conclusion before and after pictures. Please make sure you check the description below where you can find the exact timeline of when each part starts and ends.
Sehr gutes Spendergebiet und ein großes Spendergebiet. Also hier in dem Bereich, wo viele schon anfangen, dünn zu werden. Haben Sie sich schon überlegt, wie Sie das Haar tragen wollen, das Bad? Haben Sie eher so 3 Tage Bad vor oder eher länger?
Eigentlich so 3 Tage.
3 Tage Bad, ja, weil dann würde ich bei Ihnen auch eher die Zweiergrafts bevorzugen.
This very moment, the doctor is designing the most natural looking beard line and also the beard line that the patient would like to have. And as it progresses downwards towards the jawline, it gets more dense and dense. The most dense part of the beard is gonna be the area around the jawline, and it's gonna look faded out towards the neck. We won't be implanting anything or not as much on the neck. After the beard line is fully designed on cheeks from both sides, we will move towards the mouth and chin area where you can already spot some facial hair, but there are also patches and gaps which need to be filled out. And as you can see here, the doctor is asking the patient which areas does he want to have filled out and which areas does he want to have left out. And at the end of the preoperative assessment, doctor tries to answer again all of the patient's questions and also shows him all the details from the procedure, implantation, extraction parts. The doctor shows the patient the pictures of how his beard will look like immediately after the procedure, what kind of medicals should he take after the procedure to minimize the swelling, to minimize the inflammation and infection and stuff like that. There are going to be some pictures shown to the patient of how the beard is going to look like in 7 days, in 2-3 weeks, in 2 months and 3 months and so on. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a like right now. I appreciate it very much, guys. Alright guys, before we proceed from here, I would really like to talk with you briefly about grafts. In each graft, there can be 1, 2, 3, 4 or even more hairs contained. It depends on every patient, which means that there can be patients who have 2 or 3 hairs in each graft on average, but also there can be patients who have only 1 or 1.5 hairs on average in each graft. Now, at the end, if you transplant 3,000 grafts to one patient and 3,000 grafts to other patient, the other patient who had a higher average amount of hairs in each graft will look just much better. His end result will look much more dense and thicker. Why? Because at the end he will have more hairs transplanted than the guy number 1, even though the transplanted amount of grafts was the same.
Jetzt bist du ready innerlich oder was?
Ich bin ready, ich bin aufgeregt, aber ich freue mich.
Welcome to the second part of the beard transplantation. As you can see, the donor area and the sides were cut very short without clipper on like 0mm. The surgery continues with local anesthesia, which usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes. The graft extraction itself takes about 4 to 4.5 hours. This time it ended up with a yield of 4,250 grafts in total. After the extraction is over, the patient has a 30-minute break to refresh and grab some lunch. Before the surgeon starts doing the incisions and implanting the grafts, it's also the last time to make final adjustments to the beard line. Once the marked lines look exactly as the patient wants it, the team starts working on the incisions followed by the implantation. Alright guys, now let's talk about the beard line a little bit. What the First Hair Clinic likes to do here is they like to transplant the beard very straight, in a straight line, and they also like to elevate the beard higher. Why? Because that way they will give the patient more flexibility in terms of trimming his beard and also like shaping his beard, because if you transplant the beard way too low, you can never really play with the beard line. Your barber can never really like shape your beard in a nice way, as if you transplant it higher and then you can shave it off, you can shape it in very nice way. So the implantation phase together with incision making is going to be the longest part of the whole procedure and take about 8 to 9 hours of very precise work. The highly private and discreet video footage is blurred in order to protect the patient's privacy. We will see each other by the end result.
Wir haben ein paar blutige Stellen, also das sieht einfach nur ein bisschen rötlich aus, ist aber nicht frisch blutig, sondern schon altblutig. Das gibt so kleine Krüstchen, die dann irgendwann einfach von alleine abfallen. Genau. Ab heute Abend fangen Sie an mit der Salbe, wenn Sie zu Hause sind am besten. Das ist so eine antibiotische Salbe, die man am besten, Sie lassen sich die auf den Hinterkopf tragen, dann kommt der selber etwas schlechter da hinten hin. Und dann einfach einziehen lassen und heute Nacht legen Sie sich am besten doch nochmal auf diese Unterlage, weil die färbt manchmal ein bisschen. Ja, genau. Ich fasse sie nicht an, sie fassen auch den Bereich einfach gar nicht an. Man sollte versuchen, nicht so wahnsinnig viel zu sprechen, möglichst 2-3 Tage mehr Suppen als große Hamburger zu essen. Je weniger die Muskulatur im Gesicht einfach bewegt wird, desto besser heilt das ein und dann schwillt es auch schneller ab.
As you can see, the job looks really clean. It has been 12 hours since the end of the procedure now. We can see small crusts here and there which will naturally fall off within the next couple days. And here we are 10 days after beard transplant, no crusts, no bloody spots, just clean looking beard.
Also so sind wir sehr zufrieden, ich hoffe Sie auch. Ja, und jetzt im Moment haben Sie gar keine Schmerzen, oder? Also das ist mit Ende der Operation auch einfach dann gegessen.
Alright guys, we are at the end of the marathon, of the beard transplant marathon. It was 14 hours. There was a one break, 30-minute break. Ist es genau so auch jetzt, wie es gezeichnet wurde? Genauso wie du es dir vorgestellt hast?
Es ist so, wie wir das angezeichnet haben. Es ist perfekt, also sehr gute Leistung. Und ich bin sehr zufrieden.
Alright guys, that was it. Wow, what a result, right? I still can't believe how dense the beard looks like right now. Wow, really well done. But before I say the final goodbye to all of you, for all you guys who are also interested in a hair transplant, make sure you check out and grab my free ebook, which is about 5 things I wished I known before my hair transplant. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram, Matt Dominance. Also cool stuff, cool pictures from my travels, a little bit of fitness stuff as well, which you can also follow and kind of like connect with me on a more personal level. Leave me any questions in the comments below, and I'm looking forward to see you already in the next video, guys. Thank you so much.